Hi guys, welcome back to another vlog. My name is Amy and I crochet plushies and make patterns based on fictional characters. I'm vending at a convention next month, so I want to do a little bit of inventory. I just want to have a visual representation of what I have left, what I could make extras for, what I need to change the price tags of, and then make a list of everything I still want to make. Yeah, I'm just gonna lay out everything on the floor and then we're gonna go from there. These are my most recent makes, which I haven't added price tags to yet or put them in the bag. So we're gonna count them in this inventory as well. And let's just get started. I think Desi's gonna be my helper for today. Seeing everything out on the floor like that, I never really realized it was that much. So let's get into organizing them in categories. Vriendin? Why? Why are you doing this? I cannot work like this. Oh. You are so crazy. Desi decided to join me right in the middle of everything. But I've organized everything into like categories a little bit and what I have multiples of. This is kind of everything that I currently have in my inventory. I'm just taking a little look into what I still have. As you could maybe see in the little overview that I did, I have a lot of like Sanrio stuff, which I ended up prepping a lot of things for my first con last year, which was technically my first con was VeenCon, but my first big con was Facts. And I ended up prepping a lot of stuff and like making a lot of multiples of certain things because I wanted to be prepared. So I have like, I think 15 of these little pochacos that just never sell. I made 3 of these pastel kuromis. I still have all 3 of them. I still have like a huge kuromi. From all the Sanrio stuff that I made, I only sold 3 of the pom-pom prints that I made, and that is it. So I think I'm just gonna take them out of the rotation for a little bit, which for me means I'm gonna still bring them with me, just so I have extra stock if needed, but I'm gonna leave them in the bags and just put something else up on my display for now, because those are not selling and I want to make space for things that will sell. So I'm gonna rotate those out. I will also change the price tags of the kuromis because they're currently 35, and I think I've heard a lot of people say that they're too expensive, so I might lower the price also a little bit. I'm gonna expand the Pokemon collection a little bit because I currently have 2 Gengars, a Sudowoodo, a Diglett, a Cubone, an Oddish, and a tiny little bit of a crooked Bulbasaur, which is really cute, but a little bit crooked. Of course, have my Love and Deep Space plushies that I'm bringing with me. Currently missing the Grumpy Crow, so I'm gonna have to add that to the list to make. Also, if you didn't know, I designed these patterns myself, and if you want to make them for yourself, you can find the patterns on my Etsy and my cover shop, which are linked down below. In a previous vlog, I made a lot of Studio Ghibli stuff, so I made like 3 of these baby Totoros and 2 of Salt, so I think I'm gonna make 2 more of these. I still have 3 of the No Faces and 3 of the Calcifers, so I should be fine with that for now. The Pochitas at one point ended up doing really well. I had a bunch of Pochitas made, which is also my pattern, and free, by the way. I had a bunch of these that sold really fast, but currently I've been taking 2 of them with me to the last couple cons and they just haven't sold, so I'm just gonna leave those for now. Same as with the little pochacos, I ended up batch making a bunch of these cat bobas. I made 6 and only 2 have sold in the last year, so I still have a lot of things left. I know for a couple things there really needs to be the right audience for it, otherwise it just doesn't sell. While I will still be bringing all of the things that you see here to my cons. So if you see anything you like and it's not on display, you can always ask for me because I might still have it in the back. But I think I'm gonna rotate those out and add a few new things to my display. I'm gonna take my phone so I can make a list of things I need to make extras for, which I don't think is gonna be that much now that I'm looking at it. And I'm gonna write down all the plushies I want to make because I have two things I already know I want to make. I saw a cute pattern of like a tiny Grinch, and since my con is literally the week before Christmas, I thought it would be really fun to make a couple of those tiny Grinches. But I also, for Geeks and Freaks earlier this year, I made two of these giant Dama dogs, which are so cool, and one of them has sold, but the other one, this one hasn't sold yet. Also because I think people might find it too expensive. It is 55, which I don't think is, for this bigger plushie, I don't think it's that much. But I saw a pattern for the tiny Dama dogs, so I might just make a couple tiny ones and add them around this one. And then they can choose which one they want. I also want to make a few more of these odysseys, which are really fun and cute to make. I also want to change the price tags of a few of these, but I don't really feel like doing that right now. So I think I might save that for later. Okay, I've made my list. Like I said, I want to make 2 more odysseys, I want to make 2 more baby Totoros, and I want to make a Grumpy Crow. Things I for sure want to do for my next con is make a couple of those baby Grinches, make a few of the Dama dog babies. I saw 2 Pokemon that I want to do, so I saw a Mareep, which I think will be really fun. And I saw a Drifloon, which I think would be really fun to make. I'm not sure how popular that one will be, so I put it down as a maybe. I also saw a really fun free pattern for Princess Peach, which I think could be really fun because I do have a Yoshi and a Bob-omb, so I can expand my little Mario Nook on my display. And I'm also thinking about a couple things. First of all, I saw a Furby pattern for free, which I think is really fun and really nostalgic also. I'm not really sure it fits my vibe though. So I'm gonna think about it, put that down as a maybe. But let me know down in the comments if you think I should make those. And I also think it would be really fun to make some more dolls because I have this giant buggy. And I made a Luffy one, but that one sold at one of my previous cons. But I have this buggy. I also have a Genu. I think it would be really fun to maybe add a few more of those, because I saw Melagurumi made this giant Nanami from Jujutsu Kaisen, which is not her pattern, but the pattern is by Maidami. I also have been seeing Frieren going around, which that is one of my favorite animes, so I would love to make one of those. I only have a month, so I don't have a lot of time to like make extra stuff, but if I could make one more doll, that would be great. I'm gonna have to think about which one though. And I'm just scrolling through my Instagram because I save so much inspiration there. I also saw a fun pattern for like the Mutant Teenage Ninja Turtles, which is also very nostalgic, so maybe that could be fun. I also have a list on my PC that is full of like inspiration for future content, so I need to also go through that list. But I think we're well on our way. I think for now we know what to do. I know what to do. In my previous vlog, I worked on Kat from Fangirl to make her pattern. This vlog I want to work on Levi, so I have them both complete. So this vlog is gonna be me working on Levi, but I'm also gonna do a little bit of comp prep. So it's gonna be both. It's gonna be fun. I think I'm gonna take a little break from designing though and work on one of the easier plushies first. So maybe I'll start with making a Grinch. Yeah, I will get back to you guys when I'm gonna start crocheting. It's been a while since I did a sit down update for 2 reasons. One, I was working on a baby mobile for another friend off camera. And I haven't given it to her yet, so I can't show you yet what it looks like. But I've been working on that. And I've also been dealing for the past couple of weeks with an eye infection, which was really bad last week. It was really painful and swollen, so I didn't really want to be on camera. I have been crocheting over the weekend and I got quite a lot of stuff done. So I want to show you guys what I made. I've already shown you in like the previous clips what I've been working on, but let me do a little recap of everything that I've made so far. I've made 3 of these baby demo dogs, which are so cute. I actually think they're like adorable. I have the body done of a 4th, but I ran out of red, so I'm gonna have to finish that when I get more yarn in. But yeah, these turned out so cute. I think I told you guys while I was doing the inventory that I have a large demo dog that people love when they walk by my stand, but most of them think they're too expensive, which is why I've made these. And my next con will be in December, which is peak Stranger Things time. So I think these will sell really well. Then I made 2 more of these oddishes. And last but not least, I made 2 of these baby grumpy Grinches, and they're so cute. I actually love how like grumpy and chunky they are. That is everything I've made over the weekend. I also got started on a Mareep. As you can see, I didn't get very far, but I wanted to use these super cool eyes with stars in them. However, I could not get the backs on for the life of me, so I had to order a safety jig that could help me put the backs on, but that's not arriving until tomorrow. So I'm gonna put the Mareep on the back burner until then, and then we can continue once the eyes are in. But that is everything I've made so far over the weekend, which is, I think I got quite a lot done, so I'm really happy with that. However, I think I'm gonna switch gears for like a second and work on Levi tonight, because I did say I wanna release the fangirl patterns before the new year. I think I mentioned in my previous video that the 2 things I need to figure out for Levi are his lumberjack flannel and his hair. So we're just gonna start with his body and work our way up and see how we go from there. So I think I can manage to get the legs done maybe tonight. And then when the safety eye jig comes in tomorrow, we can continue on making the Mareep. I'm gonna have to cross all of these off my list because I got done making those. I also want to make a Princess Peach because I saw a free pattern, which is insane because that pattern is so detailed. I saw a free pattern for it, which looked really cute, so I think I'm gonna make that one. Then I have 2 more baby Totoros I need to make, and a Grumpy Crow if I have the yarn for it. I'm on track. And then everything I make after that is like extra. I'm gonna start working on Levi and I'll share a progress update later. Barely have any battery left. It is the next day. I got my package with my safety eye jig, so let's get it out. Oh my god, it's in such cute packaging. Let's get a thank you note. And I also got some free stickers. Thank you so much. This is actually by a shop called Crochet with Sus. I also ordered my special eyes from there. So it was only fitting that I go back and buy this jig. Da-da-da! Oh my gosh. I am so excited to use this. I hope it will work. I'm gonna test it out later tonight. I'm excited to have this, so I can finally put those eyes in. I've also been working on Levi yesterday and I finished the leg so far. I did a different color shoe, but the same color jeans that Kat is wearing. And now I'm gonna have to switch over to the torso, but I am gonna place another yarn order for that because I need a specific type of red that I thought I had, but I don't actually have. So for tonight, I'm gonna continue with Mareep, because I can finally put in the eyes now. The eyes are in and they look fantastic. So cool. They do look fantastic. It took some manpower to get the eyes in, but they are in now. The jig helped a lot, so that is great. I also got my yarn order in, so let's do a quick unboxing of that. I always order scheepjes soffen from this one website called Breidwebshop, and they always vacuum pack the yarn, which is really funny. But let's do a quick unboxing. Where is my scissors? Where are my scissors? Oh, they're over here. We have some bright red. Then, I mean, the lighting is not the best here. Bear with me, guys. We have some brown. I'm almost out of brown, so I just ordered some extra. We have this, I think it's like more like a coral red. And then I ordered this. This is called the scheepjes soffen denim, and it has like a little bit of a color change to it, which I thought would be really fun for a flannel. So I'm gonna try working with this one first and see how it turns out. And then I ordered 2 options. I ordered 2 options for the hair. So we have this like tortilla, it's called tortilla color. We have this like, this could be a really light blonde, but we also have this one, which could be a little bit of a darker sandy blonde. So I'm gonna have to figure out which one I'm gonna use. But that is my tiny haul. you a little update because for the last 3 evenings I've been working on Mariep's fur, like non-stop. So far he's looking like this. Looks so cute, but there are 2 skeins of this pink yarn in Mariep and it's still not finished. But it's still naked and I ran out of it. I only had 2 skeins of that color, so I'm gonna need to order some more yarn. Are we surprised at this point? No, we're not. So I'm gonna do that tonight. I'm gonna order some more yarn. I'm also gonna order the red so I can finish the little demogorgon that I was working on, that I only have the body of finished. But so far, Mariep is looking amazing. This fur is like a lot of work, but it's fun because you have to like chain and then slip stitch and then chain, slip stitch. So it is fun, but it is a lot of work. This so far has taken me like 3 evenings to make. But it's so soft and it's so fun. I love it. Mariep has been a lot of work, but a lot of fun work. So I'm so excited. I hope she sells at Geek Village or at the next one. But yeah, I first need to finish the booty. I haven't finished a lot of things since my last talking update, but last week was just really slow progress-wise because I've worked on Mariep for like a couple days and then I was away over the weekend, which I did bring my crochet for. So I made 2 of these baby Totoros that I still have to do the leaf for, but then these are also finished. So that is another thing to cross off the list. I think tonight I might work on Levi because I got the yarn for that in. I showed you guys that earlier. And then while I work on Levi, I can think of what I want to work on after Mariep. I said at the beginning of the video that I would like to work on another character. And I have 3 options. I can make a Gear 5 Luffy, I can make a Nanami from Jujutsu Kaisen, or I can make Freerun. So I'm gonna have to think about what I want to make. I'm gonna check in with you guys when I've worked on Levi for a little bit. I am here to tell you guys I have finished Mariep. My yarn came in. And I literally only took out the color I needed for Mariep. I haven't even put the rest away yet. But I really wanted to finish Mariep. Booty is no longer naked. She is finished and majestic and I love her. And I'm also obsessed with the eyes that I chose. It was a labor of love, I will say that. So I do hope that people will understand the price I'm gonna attach to her. And I hope that there's a Mariep fan out there that like instantly falls in love with this one and wants to buy her. My goal for today is I of course have to put away the yarn. I also am gonna give price tags to all of these plushies because I wanted to do it in one big batch, but I don't think I'm gonna have enough time over the coming 2 weeks to sit down and do everything because I still want to make a few things and change the price tags of a few other things. I'm just gonna put price tags on everything that I've made new so far, and then from the plushies I want to change the price tags for. I will do those simultaneously with the other plushies I still want to make. So let's just get cracking. I'm gonna put on some music and let's get to work. Price tagged. I need to turn off the music. I'm especially I mean I love everything I make, but I'm especially obsessed with these baby demogorgons. And it's so perfect now that Stranger Things is coming out and I'm vending at Geek Village the week before Christmas, so the week before Volume 2 drops. And now that people are on the hype train from Volume 1, I think these will sell really well. I loved Volume 1, I think a lot of people also did. They're excited for how it's gonna end. It's the last season, so I think these will sell out. I hope they will sell out. I think they will. And maybe the big one will also sell. We shall see. I also need to give you guys a little update on my Levi. I have been working on the arms, but they're not coming out the way I want them to. So I'm gonna put the arms to the side for now and just finish continue working on the body. My silly self had forgotten that I'm not gonna crochet the arms in like I usually do. I'm just gonna sew them on. So I don't know why I started with the arms. I could have done the body first and then do the arms, but I need to figure out this flannel pattern situation. So I'm gonna have to like do some trial and error things. Either use the denim yarn or just do the like flannel pattern by color changing, which is a lot of work. I'm not sure if it's gonna come out the way I want it to, because I tried it on the arm and I'm not loving it. So yeah. Also, if you hear any noise in the background, that is the washing machine that's on. So yeah, Levi's still a work in progress. I hope to finish him before the new year. But I'm gonna end the vlog here because I think this vlog has been pretty long already. I haven't even edited anything of it yet. Usually I like edit while I film so I know what I have, but I have no idea. I've only edited like me doing the inventory bit so far, so I have no idea what I have. But I'm gonna end the video here. I do have some other things I still want to make before Geek Village, so those will be in a different vlog because I'm gonna work on Gear 5 Luffy and I'm gonna work on a Princess Peach, so stay tuned for that. That will be the end of this vlog. Thank you guys so much for watching. As always, all the patterns that I've used, I will put the links to them in the description below so you can check out the creators. My shops and my socials will also be in the description. I'm also trying to get to 300 subscribers before the end of the year, and I only have 5 left to go. So please subscribe if you haven't already and you love this video. That will be all. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you either in the next video or at the next convention. Bye!